Hey Dr. A, how you doing? So today I plan to be reviewing the American rock band Kings of Leon, or more specifically their song Use Somebody, you know. You know that I could use somebody. That was terrible. Anyway, formed in Nashville, Tennessee, Kings of Leon became one of the most notable rock bands of the 2000s, with their classic songs Sex on Fire and Use Somebody from their 2008 album Only by the Night. We're going to dissect the song Use Somebody musically, contextually, and historically. Behind me is the listening guide laid out on a whiteboard, but we'll get into that later. So for now, let's start with the biographical information of the band, aka where it all began, how it began, and why it began. So the story begins in a small town in Tennessee called Mount Juliet, where brothers Nathan, Caleb, and Jared Followill, who later became the founding members of Kings of Leon, were born to a preacher in Mount Juliet. The boys attended church regularly and got their musical groundings in the church choir. The boys were homeschooled by their father, forbidden from listening to non-Christian music, and thus were resigned to studying the Bible. Their fate as preachers was almost sealed by 1997 until the family was destroyed. In 1997, their parents got divorced. The divorce destroyed the family. Following the divorce, the older brothers Nathan and Caleb began using illicit substances and began forming a garage band. After their use of illicit substances, most notably marijuana, the band began their journey into music through the roots of Led Zeppelin. Their interest in Led Zeppelin led to them establishing a genuine interest in rock music. After moving to Nashville, Tennessee, older brothers Caleb and Nathan quickly ran into face-to-face singer and songwriter Angelo Petraglia. Petraglia would go on to become a major figure in the band's rise to fame, co-writing and co-producing many of their biggest songs. In the year 2000, youngest brother Jared and his cousin Matthew would move to Nashville to join the brothers in their band, and thus the Kings of Leon were born. In 2002, the band signed to RCA Records, and in 2003 released their first EP, Holy Roller Novocaine. Initially receiving positive reviews, the UK praised the band as the second wave of rock music, while in America they failed to garner major attention. Following their first EP, the band then released their second EP, called Youth and Young Manhood. Once again released to positive reviews, the band still failed to garner any major attention in America, while still being well received in the UK. The second EP was followed by their first studio album in 2005 called Aha Shake Heartbreak, which was followed by Because of the Times in 2007. Still failing to garner any major attention from the United States, they then released their fourth studio album, Only by the Night, to lukewarm reviews. Now, despite receiving only generally positive reviews, the album became a major commercial success, being certified 9 times platinum and being called one of the best albums of the late 2000s. Well received in both America and the UK, the album went on to break the top 10 charts in 10 different countries. Among the singles released prior to Only by the Night's release were the 2 singles Sex on Fire and Use Somebody, both of which are their most notable songs to date. So a few facts about the song. It's 134 beats per minute. It's 3 minutes and 50 seconds long. It has a bright timbre. Its texture is homophonic because it has two main layers, being the guitars and Caleb, the main singer's voice. Its form is strophic form because it uses a consistent melody throughout the entire song, only with different lyrics. What I found to be interesting is towards the beginning of the song and throughout the entire song, you can hear a single motif, a motif of 3 beats, and also going off of that, the song's meter is a triple meter. The key of the song is C major, and there's a single motif in C major that you can hear throughout the entire songs, and it's usually conveyed through voices, qualm voices. I'll play them for you now. Hopefully you can hear them. And again, halfway through the song. So it's that oh, oh, oh. It goes from middle to high to low. Oh, oh, oh. Or it goes from low to high to low. Either way, it's 3 notes. 3 notes that you can hear throughout the entire song. In fact, I found a few similar motifs in a few other songs. I'll play them for you now. One of which is in Swedish House Mafia's Save the World. I hope you can hear this. Oh, see, low to high to low. And once again, I found it in another song, One Republic's Good Life. Here we go. So it's that motif, low to high to low, that's kept consistent throughout the whole song. And I believe that's what makes the song very attractive in some contexts. It's clearly a popular motif used throughout popular music culture. And towards the end of the song, you can actually hear the same motif except a little different. It's slightly reversed. So normally it goes from low to high to low. In this case, it goes from high to low to high. So here we have the listening guide to the song, written by Caleb, Nathan, Jared, and Matthew Followill. Produced by Jaquar King and Angelo Petraglia. As you can see, Angelo Petraglia had a part to play in the making of this song, making his meeting with the band's older members, Caleb and Nathan, instrumental to their success. So minutes 0 through second 28 is characterized by a guitar intro backed by vocals, where we can clearly hear the first motif. This is the first time we'll hear it, although we'll hear it throughout the song. Seconds 30 through 43, we'll hear the first verse, delivered by lead singer Caleb. He later interpolates the lines used in this verse at the end, as the outro is playing. Seconds 45 through 58, we can hear the chorus. After listening closely, we can see that the motif is also present in the guitar notes as well. Minutes 1 through 113, we can hear the second verse, and it's clear at this point that the song is about Caleb's longing for female companionship, although the girl of his dreams does happen to be a party girl, as we can see from the lines, countless lovers and off in the night. So minutes 115 through 121 we return to the chorus, and minutes 127 through 156 Caleb elaborates on his problems about going home and staying inside while the girl of his dreams goes out and has a good time and has a social life, whereas Caleb has none. It's also possible that Caleb is suffering from depression because he states in the song that he's waging wars, which could mean that he's waging wars with himself, aka depression. So 157 through 223 is an instrumental break characterized by only guitars. Although the motif cannot be heard, it will return in the next section. Minutes 224 through 251 is the bridge. The motif can no longer be heard. The bridge is characterized by a complete change of pace, change in tempo, change in tune. It's pretty much separate from the entire song. In the background of the bridge, we can hear the words "I'm ready now," "I'm ready now," "I'm ready now," like that. Minutes 252 through 305 is a return to the chorus, although it's predominantly instrumental, not much singing, mostly guitar, mostly guitar notes. And minutes 307 and 336 is the outro. In the outro, Caleb interpolates the lines from the first verse, the line being, "I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see." I think he uses this as an outro because it shows that he's stuck in a loop, and throughout the entire song, nothing's really changed for him. He's still stuck in the same predicament, and he can't find a way to get out. In other words, he's stuck in a rut. So now let's dissect the lyrics. This is the lyrical analysis. So in the first verse, "I've been roaming around, always looking down," he's already saying that he's down in the dumps. He's not on his high horse. He's probably depressed. He's stuck in a rut. He's miserable and he wants to break free. Painted faces fill the places I can't reach. Painted faces certainly refers to women, because paint being makeup, painted faces, women put makeup on their faces, and he just can't seem to reach those places. In other words, he doesn't like going out. He doesn't have a social life. He doesn't go to where the women are. So the next verse, you know that I could use somebody. Sorry, I had to. So Caleb is saying that he wants somebody who is compassionate, sincere, and intelligent to comfort him. Someone to be there for him. So the next verse, someone like you and all you know and how you speak. He's referring to this girl's inner beauty rather than her physical beauty. Notice how he never talks about her physical features. Rather, he's talking about the way she speaks and all she knows. This is about her less physical features. This is less about her physical features and more about her mental features. Countless lovers under cover of the street. This girl has countless lovers, which means she's a party girl. She has a social life. She likes to have fun. And that's what worries Caleb, because this is his dream girl, and she's spending time with other guys, and it's just eating him alive. Off in the night, this is the third verse. There's a second chorus in there, but it's not much different than that. So, off in the night, while you live it up, I'm off to sleep. He's clearly saying that this girl likes to go out, off to the night, while he stays home. Rather, he's a homebody without much of a social life, waging wars to shape the poet and the beat. He's pretty much at war with himself here, his creative mind, not letting him go to sleep, not letting him feel okay. he's waging wars with himself, wondering what this girl is doing while he's staying at home and she's going out and having fun. Let's see what else. He's pretty much at war with his own head. He's pretty much saying that he has depression.